Hello, everyone, and good evening to you all. My name is Felton Parker. Today is Tuesday, September 24th, 2024. As always, each day is a wonderful day to be blessed by our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And I sincerely hope you folks had a truly blessed and wonderful Tuesday. What I have for you guys in tonight's video is the list of all the National Day holidays from my National Day calendar segment. That includes my featured National Day holiday. Also tonight in my weather segment, I will let you all know exactly what we're expecting for tomorrow, which is Wednesday, the last half of this week, the upcoming weekend, and on to the start of next week. So without further ado, let's get things started here on this Tuesday night, last Tuesday in the month of September, as I open up my National Day calendar segment. My featured National Day holiday from today is that today was Cherish Jubilee Day. For those of you who are not familiar with Cherish Jubilee, I'm going to explain to you guys exactly what it is. On this day, we serve up a tasty dessert to celebrate National Cherish Jubilee Day. Speaking with this simply elegant dessert, cherry lovers celebrate this sweet holiday with delight. Auguste Escoffier receives the credit for the Cherish Jubilee recipe. Since he knew Queen Victoria's fondness for cherries, Escoffier prepared the dish for one of her Jubilee celebrations. However, his original method did not include ice cream. Instead, the chef poached the cherries in a simple syrup and poured warm brandy over them. Then, just before serving, dramatically set the alcohol aflame. Later, recipes add the liquid crushed and ice cream. The word Jubilee means many things. However, in reference to the vibrant dessert featuring plump cherries, it means a celebration. As we all know, desserts often accompany celebrations. And Cherish Jubilee is no exception. The excitement associated with the grand presentation accentuated the event as well. Escoffier had a knack for simplicity and elegance. He also created a peach Melba in honor of Nellie Melba. The famous chef even named the macaron after Sarah Bernhardt. You know, there does not happen to be a National Day calendar for it. So here's how to observe. So I hope you are taking the time on this Tuesday finding a restaurant near you that serves Cherish Jubilee. I mean, I've never heard of it. I'll have to look into it and see exactly what it is and exactly what restaurants may be serving. As part of the celebration, order dessert first, or try making it yourself. Be sure to share a photo of your masterpiece using the hashtag Cherish Jubilee on social media. So the word Jubilee, the meaning of the word Jubilee is the celebration of a significant anniversary. Jubilees are the word Jubilee. The definition of the word Jubilee is the celebration of a significant anniversary. Jubilees are often attached to the 25th or 50th year of an annual event or celebration. And also today was National Punctuation Day. On this day, National Punctuation Day commemorates all punctuation. Period, comma, semicolon, question mark, exclamation mark are examples of some of the punctuation used in writing. So I learned way back since elementary school. They separate sentences and their elements to clarify meaning. Without them, meaning would be lost. Without punctuation, meaning would be lost or up for interpretation. So today was National Cherish Jubilee Day. Also today was National Punctuation Day. Now here's my famous birthday segment. As for those that have any famous celebrities that have celebrated their birthdays here on this Tuesday. TV actor Joe Locke today turns 21. Pop singer Taylor turns 34. Stage actor Ben Platt today turns 31. Wrestler Stephanie McMahon today turns 48. TV actor Eric Stokland turns 42. TV actor Kevin Sorbo turns 66. TV actor Ian Bohen turns 48. Pop singer Gayle turns 22. Movie actress Jackie Sandler today turns 50. Pop singer Alina Baraz turns 31. Model Pietro Quintela today turns 17. Rapper Krayshawn turns 35. Wrestler Sonya Deville turns 31. Rapper Trinidad James turns 37. So there are a few famous celebrities that would have celebrated birthdays here on this Tuesday. So today, puppeteer Jim Henson. Remember those that we remember that have celebrated birthdays today. Puppeteer Jim Henson, who died in 1990. TV actor Phil Hartman, who passed in 1998. And rock singer Linda McCartney, who passed in 1998. So those are some of the famous celebrities that have celebrated their birthdays here on this Tuesday, September 24th. Just a handful of Americans that have celebrated their birthdays here on this day. And now let's get on with your weather. And of course, I do have some info to pass along to you in regards to Tropical Storm Helene. We now have Tropical Storm Helene that is brewing in the tropics. Tropical Storm Helene. And I'll explain to you guys more about this particular storm in just a few minutes. Cooler temperatures are expected tonight as a weak surface front lingers across deep East Texas and north central Louisiana. Look for temperatures to fall into the lower 60s to the north to near 70 to the south. And of course, the far a portion of counties of southeast Oklahoma is under severe thunderstorm warning, and a couple a severe thunderstorm warning. That's with the line of showers and storms coming through. Otherwise, here in the Shreveport metro area, we're not under any watches or warnings at the time. But if you look on the Shreveport radar, as I was showing you, there was a line of showers and storms being focused in portions of southeastern Oklahoma and southwest Arkansas, and also if you look down south towards the in portions of deep East Texas, that's where we're going to find the showers and storms. So far, all is quiet here in our metro areas. This is going to be the focus of the showers and thunderstorms. So a bit active. This is result in a weak surface frontal boundary. That's what's going to give us our next chance of showers and storms. Being focused in portions of north and western of western Arkansas and portions of eastern Oklahoma, and also well north of the Houston, Texas metro area and portions of southeast Texas are seeing a line of storm showers coming through. And also another wave of thunderstorms, you're finding those in portions of southeastern Kentucky, northeastern Tennessee, and also portions of western North Carolina, also along like eastern Mississippi and portions of north and western Alabama. And of course, a few showers of activity that I'm not sure this is associated with Tropical Storm Helene along the Florida Gulf Coast. So this is all what you're gonna find here with the showers and activity here on this Tuesday night. So far, the weather has been relatively quiet without much occurring today. With more clouds around, temperatures, however, did not get quite as warm as today. We topped it at 90 degrees earlier today in Shreveport. Still slightly above normal. While isolated to widely scattered showers and a few thunderstorms will be possible this evening over deep East Texas and north central Louisiana, while isolated to widely scattered showers and a few thunderstorms will be possible this evening over deep East Texas and north central Louisiana, additional scattered to numerous showers and a few storms will develop and spread south into northeast Texas, southeast Oklahoma, southwest Arkansas, and northwest Louisiana late tonight, along and behind the cold front. And your averages and records for this day, Tuesday, September 24th. Normal high is now 87. Normal high is now 87. Normal low is 64. 98 is the record high set on this date back in 1931. 46 is the record low set on this date back in 1990. And you remember with a 5.25 inches of rain, the rainfall record set on this date back in 2005, 19 years ago to that was from the remnants of Hurricane Rita coming through. That's why I decided to show you. I normally do not present you precipitation records, but that would be what was left from the remnants of Hurricane Rita. In fact, 20 years ago today, Shreveport had received over 3 inches of rain coming from Hurricane Ivan the year before. That was in 2004 with the remnants of Hurricane Ivan. And on this day, exactly 1 year later, the remnants of Hurricane Rita. During that very busy 2005 hurricane season. So again, it's been a relatively quiet day with we've had quite a bit of cloud cover. Cloud cover has been relatively in and out throughout this day, as it topped out at 90 degrees. So it felt a little humid, but not so humid. And of course, we're watching the cold front, and of course, the next few days you're definitely gonna like the temperatures. I also have rain chances in through the better portion of this week. Temperature outside here on this Tuesday night is 75 degrees with partly cloudy skies. And of course, temperature outside here on this Tuesday night is 75 degrees with partly cloudy skies. Humidity is 74%, dew point is 66 degrees. So it is a little less humid, so a little more comfortable weather reasonable outside. We're a little less humid outside tonight, but still kind of, I say it's kind of, I wouldn't necessarily call it muggy. I say it kind of like a little sticky, but not so oppressive. Not like what we've been seeing recently. So it is nice to see. It is I guess so. It is. So I guess it turned out to be a rather seasonally warm night. So that's where we're standing right now as far as the temperature, 75 degrees. After topping that 90 degrees earlier today in Shreveport. Helene is expected to strengthen rapidly over the Gulf of Mexico. Considerable flash and urban flooding is expected across portions of Florida, the southeast, and the southern Appalachians. Helene is forecast to intensify to hurricane strength and bring life-threatening storm surge, serpent rip current conditions, and damaging hurricane force winds in Florida and the southeast. Monitor the National Hurricane Center for the latest updates. So with Helene, we now have a new tropical system. Now I'm going to provide you guys the very latest on Hurricane Helene. So as of right now, so we know so we now have Tropical Storm Helene. So I'm going to give you guys, provide you guys with the very latest on Tropical Storm Helene. Tropical Storm Helene is a currently strengthening tropical cyclone in the Caribbean Sea that is forecast to impact the Gulf Coast of the United States. The 8th named storm of the 2020 Tropical Storm Helene is a currently strengthening tropical cyclone in the Caribbean Sea that is forecast to impact the Gulf Coast of the United States. The 8th named storm of the 2024 Atlantic hurricane season, Helene developed from a broad area of low pressure in the Western Caribbean Sea earlier today. Just exactly a week ago today, which would be Tuesday, September 17th. Last Tuesday, the National Hurricane Center highlighted the potential for tropical cyclone genesis in the Western Caribbean Sea. Several days later, on Sunday, which is the 22nd, a broad low pressure area developed within the Western Caribbean. As the system traversed an environment conducive for tropical cyclone development, showers and thunderstorms associated with the disturbance gradually consolidated. Due to the system's imminent threat to land, it was destined as potential tropical cyclone 9 during the day yesterday. That was on September 23rd. The next day, which would be today, Air Force Reserve Hurricane Hunters aircraft found that the system was producing flight level winds of 52 miles per hour and had developed a better defined center. The National Hurricane Center accordingly upgraded the system to Tropical Storm Helene at approximately 10 a.m. Central Daylight Time. Now I know the difference between UTC and according to the time zone we're in. So here's the very latest on Helene. So here's where we've seen Helene strengthening over the western fringes of the Caribbean Sea as it was formed earlier today. So the highest winds are 60 miles per hour with the lowest pressure at 29.26 inches of mercury. So far, the areas affected have been the Yucatan Peninsula, the Cayman Islands, Cayman Islands, and Cuba. So that's the very latest of Helene, Tropical Storm Helene. So we've seen preparations so far have been made across Mexico, Caribbean, Cayman Islands, Cuba, and also in the state of Florida. Governor Ron DeSantis issued a state of emergency for 41 counties. So in Florida, Governor Ron DeSantis issued a state of emergency for 41 counties. The next day, this was expanded to 61 counties. Locally, Volusia County issued a state of emergency. Several sandbagging sites opened up across the state. Earlier today, several state parks will be closed. 4 of them in Franklin County, 2 in Gulf County, and 1 in Gadsden County. In the Tampa Bay area, officials announced that schools will be closed ahead of the storm. A college football game between Florida A&M University and Alabama A&M University, which was scheduled for the weekend of September 29th in Dallas, will be postponed until November 29th due to the storm. In Florida State College at Jacksonville, classes and activities at the campus will be canceled for 2 days. The SpaceX Crew 9 mission, which would have launched from the Cape Canaveral Space Force Station on Thursday, was delayed due to the storm. Also today, Citrus County will issue mandatory evacuations for Zone A, which includes coastal areas in the communities of Crystal River and Homosassa. And Waukeula County, a mandatory evacuation for all residents and visitors, while in Hernando County, mandatory evacuations were ordered for anyone west of U.S. Route 19 and all residents in coastal or low-lying areas and those living in manufactured homes. Gulf County would issue mandatory evacuations for all visitors. Elsewhere in Charlotte County, mandatory evacuations were issued for the barrier islands, low-lying and flood-prone areas and manufactured homes, and homes that did not meet building codes. In Franklin County, a mandatory evacuation order was issued for the barrier islands, low-lying and flood-prone areas, and mobile homes. Finally, in Sarasota County, officials issued an evacuation order for Level A and manufactured home communities for tomorrow. Also in the state of Georgia today, in preparation in the state of Georgia for today across the state of Georgia in preparation for Helene, officials in the counties of Bryan, Kendall, and Chatham began mobilizing emergency response centers. In Thomas County, the Public Works Department began providing sandbags due to the storm. Governor Brian Kemp issued the state of emergency for Georgia since Helene was expected to track into the state. Also, impacts that have been caused by Helene across the Caribbean. Heavy rainfall and large waves began affecting the Cayman Islands today. These caused 14 outages, which affected 118 customers across Grand Cayman. So that's my information. That's part of my some of my information I provide for you guys in reference to Tropical Storm Helene, which is the season's 8th named storm. So, excuse me. So here's the very latest on Hurricane Helene, on Tropical Storm Helene, and it is expected to strengthen in the coming days. Will Helene have an impact on our weather? Good evening to you, Lisa. How are you doing tonight? How was your day today? So here's the very latest on Tropical Storm Helene. So currently, Tropical Storm Helene is located approximately 145 miles from the western tip of Cuba. Maximum sustained winds are at 60 miles per hour with wind gusts up to 70 miles per hour. Yes, I have had a wonderful day today. It was all good. My day was just great today. The system is moving from the west-northwest at 13 miles per hour. Barometric pressure is at 29.26 inches of mercury. So that's the very latest. That's the very latest with the track as we're tracking Helene, the system's eighth named storm. And in the coming days is expected to strengthen even further to become not only a hurricane but possibly a major hurricane to impact portions of the Gulf Coast and portions of the United States. And of course, this is the system that the tropical disturbance as I was telling you guys last week, as it's finally received the name Helene. But that is the very latest on Tropical Storm Helene. And I will keep you guys informed whenever Helene strengthens either into a hurricane or even more into a major hurricane. So let's see how things are gonna. Let's see how your weather's gonna be back here at home for tonight. Excuse me. So tonight, it will be humid with partly cloudy skies, a slight chance of a shower, thunderstorm, or two possible, as we are forecast a bottom at 71 degrees. So it will be partly cloudy and humid with a slight chance of a shower, thunderstorm, or two possible, which I cannot rule out totally. Low temperature 71 degrees. Winds will be from the northeast at 4 miles per hour. Chance of rain 20%. Tomorrow during the day it will not be as warm, because we have more cloud cover expect. So tomorrow morning, before you head out, just remember to grab, before you head out, getting yourselves prepared for work and getting your kids prepared for school. Remember to grab those umbrellas. So tomorrow it'll be cloudy and humid with the few showers here and there. But it's gonna be cloudy and not as warm, but humid with a couple showers here and there. So the high temperature tomorrow 82 degrees. Winds will be from the northeast at 9 miles per hour. Chance of rain 80%. That's during the day. So there's a chance of rain in tomorrow's forecast as we head into your Wednesday. So looking rather unsettled. So be on the lookout for rain. It's rain. Now I'll let you guys know exactly when to expect the rain. So expecting skies to remain partly cloudy during the overnight hours as we'll mostly be in the low 70s. As of right now, we should at least be in the mid 60s for overnight lows. Overnight lows in the mid 60s, which is considered normal for this time of year. Instead, we'll be well above normal with low temperatures, mostly in the 70s. We should be mostly in the low 70s overnight tonight, with partly cloudy skies. We'll start out tomorrow with a slight chance of a shower or two possible. But we'll start out tomorrow morning with partly cloudy skies, temperature 73 degrees around 6 a.m. And then we'll see a few showers developing sometime during the morning hours around 9 a.m. tomorrow. Expect a few showers with the temperature 73 degrees. Around noon tomorrow, we should be at 76 degrees with skies remaining cloudy. 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon with clouds remaining. It will be cloudy with temperatures 80 degrees with another round of showers around late during the afternoon, especially in late afternoon hours tomorrow. Then skies will remain cloudy tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. with a temperature of 80 degrees, and then skies will become partly cloudy tomorrow night. Skies will become mostly clear around 9 p.m. tomorrow night with a temperature of 73 degrees. And of course, and now here's what the next 7 to 10 days have in store for us. So after low temperature night, 71 degrees with partly cloudy skies. Tomorrow, of course, we'll have tomorrow in the wake of the cold front, in the wake of the frontal boundary, in the wake of the cold front coming through, our high temperatures will be at least a few degrees below normal. So tomorrow expect a rather cooler than average day tomorrow as we go into your Wednesday, with lots more clouds around and at least a decent chance of rain in the forecast tomorrow for your Wednesday. So it will be cloudy. It will be cloudy and rather cool. It would be so tomorrow will be considered a milder day for us. So it will be cloudy and mild, but it will be humid. Cloudy and mild, but humid with a couple showers possible. High of 82, low of 65. Winds will be from the northeast at 9 miles per hour. Chance of rain 40%. So heading out tomorrow morning. Don't forget those umbrellas. Going to your Thursday, of course, we'll drive for your Thursday. It would be mostly sunny and less humid. Rather nice and it will be mostly sunny and less humid. So Thursday is shaping to be a nice day for us. It will be less humid with mostly sunny skies. High of 85, low of 61. Winds will be from the north at 10 miles per hour, and no rain is expected. But with leftover remnants from Helene, that could give us a few showers. We have partly cloudy skies with a couple showers possible, with the high of 82, low of 60. Of course, we will wrap up this week with another possible rain chance. It would be partly cloudy with a couple showers possible, with the wraparound moisture from Helene. High of 82, low of 66. Winds will be from the northwest at 10 miles per hour. Chance of rain 30%. Saturday, expect a couple showers in the morning. Otherwise, expect a couple showers early in the morning for your Saturday. Otherwise, expect a mix of clouds and sunshine. I call it partly cloudy going into your Saturday. High of 87, low of 63. Winds will be from the west-northwest at 8 miles per hour. Chance of rain 20%. Only slight chance of a couple leftover showers. And then, of course, Sunday, we have mostly sunny skies. High of 88, low of 64. Winds will be from the northwest at 7 miles per hour. Chance of rain 10%. Also for your Monday, partly cloudy and warm. A high of 90, low of 65. Winds will be from the northwest at 7 miles per hour. Not more than 10% rain, at least a 10% rain chance is expected, but I'm not expecting much. And also going to your Tuesday of next week, a week from today, as we begin the month of October. Can you guys believe exactly 1 week from today, where it will be the month of October already? So we're in these last few days of September. It would be mostly sunny and warm. Warm with mostly sunny skies. High of 89, low of 61. Winds will be from the north at 7 miles per hour, and no rain is expected going into your Tuesday, week from today. Looks like much of the remainder of next week, we should be on the dry side with rather seasonal temperatures, highs mostly in the mid-80s. For next Wednesday the 2nd with sunshine. Next Thursday, which is the 3rd, with sunshine, highs in mid-80s. And then we'll have highs in the upper 80s with mostly sunny skies for next Friday, which is the 4th, with no rains expected. So, rain chances, because we have the stationary frontal boundary and wraparound moisture associated with Helene, expected to come through and make landfall within the next few days. We could be getting at least a few more showers later, especially later in this week. So, a frontal boundary in the upper level system, which is going to keep up. That's the reason with the cold front coming. That's what's going to usher in rain chances. Chances of rain. So prepare yourselves for a cloudy, mild, and rainy Wednesday. At least a few showers off and on at times, but not a total washout by any means. So expect temperatures to remain below normal at least through Friday. So expect cooler than average. Expect below normal temperatures for the remainder of this week, and then we'll start to see a slowly but gradual warming trend beginning the upcoming weekend and heading into the start of next week. So again, we'll have highs we're in the highs and low to mid 80s for below normal temperatures for the next 2 days, tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday. Highs in low to mid 80s each day. And of course, we should have highs in the 80s generally each day through at least Sunday, and then we'll start to see how temperatures top out close to 90 for Monday, and we'll stay in the upper 80s for Tuesday. So below normal temperatures are in the forecast at least through Friday, at least through Saturday, at least through Friday. Saturday will be kind of like right at or just slightly above normal, and then we'll close out the weekend and start next week with above normal temperatures. Keep in mind, normal high is now 87, so we should be at least temperatures at or slightly below. Because we'll have more clouds around tomorrow, we'll see temperatures should be much cooler than average for. We'll have highs in low 80s tomorrow, mid 80s for Thursday, back in the low 80s again for Friday. Then we'll be in the mid to upper 80s for Saturday. In the mid to upper 80s for Saturday will be, so at least through Friday we'll see temperatures at least a couple degrees below normal. And then we should be basically right at just slightly above normal for Saturday. And then we'll close out the weekend and start next week with above normal temperatures, topping that at 90 by Monday. Now your rain chances, I have 40% chance tomorrow. That happens to be so far as of right now, that happens to be the best rain chance we'll have within the next week. I have a 40% chance of rain for tomorrow. No rain expected Thursday. 30% chance for Friday. 20% for Saturday. 10% Sunday and Monday, and no rain is expected for Tuesday. It looks like beginning Tuesday and lasting through the remainder of next week, we should see dry conditions and regular seasonal temperatures. That means that at least, just like last night, one good thing about this forecast, so it looks like, fortunately tonight, at least we're finally going to see nighttime low temperatures dropping into the 60s. I'm definitely liking that. I mean, it is late September. It is late September, so our low temperature should now be in the 60s rather than 70s. So tonight, hopefully, will be our one last night. So hopefully tonight will be the last of our very warm nights that we see for a while. Tonight will be the last of our very warm nights that we see, because the frontal boundary, stationary frontal boundary, and a cold front coming, that's going to lower your daytime high temperature tomorrow. We'll only be in the low 80s tomorrow. So, and one good thing about this forecast, low temperatures each of the next several days. Within the next week, we should have low temperatures in the 60s. And looks like, so we'll be in the low 60s for Thursday night into Friday, and again early next week. So just like as I was telling you guys about the weather in last night's video, tonight. So it looks like hopefully so after we get past tonight with lows in the low 70s, beginning tomorrow night and into the remainder later in the week, our low temperature should be in the 60s. So definitely liking that. So that definitely lets us know there's some. I'm still not showing any signs of any major fall cold fronts yet. At least we'll be seeing temperatures rather more seasonal for this time of year. More reasonable weather, more seasonal conditions for this time of year. So seasonally cooler than seasonally mild temperatures will be in the forecast through Friday, and then we start warming Saturday, close to normal by Saturday, and then we'll close out the weekend, begin next week with above normal temperatures. Now week 4 begins Thursday night. And of course, we had 2 Monday night games. We had 2 Monday night games last night. One of them was Jacksonville and Buffalo, and the other one was Washington and Cincinnati, the Commanders and the Bengals. NFL Week 4 begins Thursday night on Amazon Prime between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. So the Dallas Cowboys will be traveling to face their NFC East rivals, the New York Giants, Thursday night. This game begins at 7:15 p.m. on Amazon. Also, this coming next Sunday, September 29th, the New Orleans Saints will also be on the road to face the Atlanta Falcons Sunday at noon. And I'll have more of your NFL Week 4 schedule in one of my later videos with you guys this week. And also for Also for you, also for my LSU Tigers fan. Also for your LSU, also for your excuse me. So this coming Saturday, the LSU Tigers will have another home game, another game at home, as they will host the South Alabama Jaguars. This game will begin at 6:45 p.m. and it will be on SEC Network. So this coming Saturday night, the LSU Tigers will have an evening game at 6:45 p.m. as they host the South Alabama Jaguars, and this game will be televised on the SEC Network. So, not for LSU, for LSU, and also for LSU Tigers fans like me, and also Saints and Cowboys fans. So, and of course, later in the week, Dallas Cowboys are on the road to face the New York Giants. The LSU Tigers will be at home to host South Alabama Saturday night, and also the New Orleans Saints will be on the road to face the Atlanta Falcons, their NFC South rivals. And also in tomorrow night's video, Facebook Live, I will have the very latest with your mild weather pattern for the remainder of the week, along with we have a chance of rain in the forecast for tomorrow, and then expect additional showers in the forecast for both Friday and Saturday. And also the very latest with the milder temperatures. I'll also for sure have the very latest on Helene, as she is expected to strengthen into a hurricane and expected to make landfall sometime later this week along portions of the Florida Gulf Coast. So, praying for our friends across the Gulf Coast states of Alabama and Florida, impacted mostly Alabama and Florida, as they could be impacted for portions of Mississippi, Alabama, and Florida along the Gulf Coast, as they could be largely impacted by Helene. I'll keep you guys posted on that. But this would just about take care of things in tonight's video. Once again, my name is Felton Parker. I'm officially signing off here for tonight. You guys have a good night. Sleep peacefully. Take care of yourselves and each other. Most of all, remain blessed and stay safe. Thank you.